are searching for James Collins.
So Alien Resurrection, Alien 4, is a 1997 science fiction horror film directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet, the director of Amélie.
Weird fact.
Yeah, he directed Amélie after directing this movie. It was the first movie he directed after this movie, which is really
fucking
funny.
wild.
And you know what's funny? When they started production on Alien Resurrection, I remember watching the behind the scenes on the Blu-ray box set. The original, they were like, okay, what are we going to come up with without Ripley? Because Ripley's not going to be in it.
Let's just do Ripley again. Fuck it.
They had a bunch of shit that they were like, they had a bunch of shit that they were planning on doing. And at the end of the day, they were like, no, we got to bring Ripley back.
Man, this franchise sucks without Ripley. Let's just not do that.
People like Ripley. Every movie that doesn't have Ripley in it also is poorly.
Let's bring back Ripley, but then change her personality like entirely. Fuck it.
Why don't we just put the aliens in the back of a Waffle House? Yeah, this
movie is
funny.
A comedy.
Don't take yourself too seriously. Just sit back, relax, smoke them if you got them.
But that's the thing is, like, it's a comedy in some scenes, and then it's like a horribly disturbing body horror movie in other scenes, and never the two shall meet.
There's actually one particular scene that is burned into my memory as a child, and I think it's a very effective scene. We'll get to it more soon, but it's the 1 through 7 scene.
Yeah. That shit's not funny at all.
No, that wasn't no joke.
Yeah, that shit was super disturbing. Yeah.
The last stop, even Sigourney Weaver, you get her performance. She was like, yeah, damn, she's.
Yeah, I want to get out of the scene. It's so uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much where this movie lies. It's either uncomfortable or funny. And another reason why it's funny.
It's just all over the place.
Is because famously, this movie was written by Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
The script was written by Joss Whedon, pre-Firefly. The pirate crew in this movie is very much like him testing out some Firefly ideas, for sure. So from what I understand with the making of this movie, the issue with it was that Jean-Pierre Jeunet at this time, French director, he didn't speak English very well. And from what I understand with interviews with people on set, he had a very hard time directing the actor's performance with this dialogue, just because he had a translator on set with him the whole time.
That makes a lot of sense.
And it was just difficult to kind of direct these performances from his. So it makes sense that it feels kind of scattered in that way.
Yeah.
There are some characters who are playing Winona Ryder. I feel is trying to play way more serious than everybody else.
Yeah. No one knows what movie they're in. Everyone's in a different movie.
Sigourney Weaver's doing a porn thing. Fucking
with Winona Ryder.
Yeah. Ron Perlman thinks he's in fucking Starship Troopers or something.
Yeah.
It's a whole, or a fucking rated R Star Wars movie. It's all over the place. So this movie has a lot of problems for sure.
Yeah.
It's not exactly high art.
No.
It doesn't really have a lot of deep themes. The writing is pretty
descended
bad.
into action garbage.
Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty trashy. It's very 90s.
Yeah.
It's very of its time. But I definitely, it's still a fun watch.
Yeah.
The police are searching for James Collins.